Right.
And so the John Waite thing was great, man. Because my very first run of shows with him, we were part of a package. It was Journey, Peter Frampton,
I was at that
John
show.
Waite. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
John's one of the all-time great singers ever. Really embraced me and my family and you know, what we were doing. And it's a great experience. And 2 years later, I get the call about Alice Cooper. And again, it just came out of nowhere. I know there are guys, it's like being here in Nashville, there are people that pursue
Yeah. Right.
Nashville radio songs. They
Right.
go after it every day.
Right.
And
Sure.
God bless them.
Right.
The same with guys looking for gigs in other bands. They go after these sideman gigs.
Right.
For whatever reason, man. The phone just rang. You know, my buddy Eric Dover,
Yeah. Eric.
who
sure.
you know,
Yeah.
from Jasper, Alabama.
Yeah. I saw him last year out in California.
Fucking Eric, man. He
And
I'm
another
really-
talented.
No, him and Dave Anderson, man. Those two guys, they are like Paul McCartney and Jeff Lynne of Alabama. Those two guys,
Right.
so talented. But you know, man, to have Eric speak up on my behalf, you know, because he had been in Alice for a few years, he was moving on, and he just told him, said, "Hey, I know the guy. If he's available, this is your guy."
Yeah.
And when Eric called me and told me about it, I thought he was drunk, like he's playing a joke on me. Like, this is like some sick joke to tell me that I'm going to audition for Alice Cooper. And a few weeks later, the phone rang, and it was Alice's tour manager saying, "Hey,
Wow.
you've been recommended. Here's the audition." So our son Gabriel was born on a Tuesday, and Thursday morning I got on a plane and flew to LA to audition for Coop. And so yeah, man, got the gig, played with Coop the end of 04, all of 5 and 6. I had already done Slave to the System. That is one thing that I had done
Okay,
around the
between
time
there.
of John Waite and Alice Cooper. So that record was kind of in the can. So that came out officially in 2005,
Okay.
which was cool.
Right. And you did some shows with that.
Did a few shows with that.
Right.
But then I put Whiskey Falls together, or I joined Whiskey Falls. They
Right.
had already had the band, and that was with Buck's involvement again. Buck was
Right.
a
And,
key
then, you were
component of
in
that.
Cooper, then out of Cooper, but into this.
Out of Cooper for 2 years, did Whiskey Falls for 2 years.
Right.
Back to Cooper when Whiskey Falls ran out of money.
Right.
You know,
And all that whole same thing happened.
yeah,
again.
man, it was a little bit like, we're sort of like witnessing the Delta Rebels. Achieved a lot more. We got
Right.
a lot more profile. We did some amazing gigs, man, and what a great band. The sound was great.
Yeah.
But it was center cut, you know, for country radio.
Right.
I won't say I was as spiritually connected to it as I was some other things I had done.
Right.
But I certainly could recognize that the songs were great, and there was a market for it. Like, okay, well,
Sure,
if we can get
sure.
lucky,
Sure.
who knows, man? Some things can happen.
Right. So then you go Whiskey Falls back to
Back to
Alice.
Coop, 2009 and 10 and 11, and that's when the Thin Lizzy thing came, and that was wild because I wasn't looking to join another band.
Right.
I was starting to think again about my solo stuff. I was starting to really get the itch to kind of pursue that.